Hello, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We'll get started right away. Just inhaling through the nose, same thing we always do. Exhale through the mouth and let the body move however it wants to. Okay, so now we'll plant the feet and just do a little bounce. So soft knees and just bounce. So let that bounce move through the whole body. Relax the shoulders. Relax everything that can be relaxed. Now, if you like this, but you'd like something a little more vigorous, you could actually like tap the heels. So you could lift the heels and then let them slam into the ground. I'm not going to do that version because it'll shake the camera too much, but it's really nice. So if you want to give it a try, give it a try. You can just drop the heels, and then let that stronger vibration move through the body. Okay, so whatever version feels good, let's do a few more. See if you can get a little looser and let the body respond however it wants to. We can let ourselves be silly. Okay, now let's physically tap. We'll start with the head, gently tapping, come down the face, down the front of the body, and then up the back of the body. Get the kidneys and low back. Tap out the lung channel, so the inner arm. Turn the hand down. Come up the large intestine channel, outer arm, and across. Other side, lung channel. Turn down, large intestine channel, and across. And we'll just do that 2 more times. So starting from the head, tap down the front of the body. Tap up the back of the body. Get the low back and kidneys. Lung channel. Large intestine channel. And across. Other side, lung channel. Large intestine channel. And across. So once more, start with the head. Down the front of the body. Up the back of the body. Low back and kidneys. Lung channel. Large intestine channel. And across. Other side. Large intestine. And across. Okay, take a little moment. Feet come together. So we'll do our side bend. So we remind ourselves of the or meditation. So this is what we're doing with all of our exercises, and we can even kind of keep it running in the background through our day. So as we inhale, we fill up with fresh energy. So we can imagine a brilliant light, joy, positivity, whatever. In through the crown of the head, light up the entire body mind. As we exhale, we imagine the space around us getting a little bigger and a little brighter as we let go, let go, let go, let go. So using our own energetic fields to just push out any negativity, any old stuff, anything we no longer need. Okay, shoulders back and down. Inhale, fill up. Exhale. One ear towards one shoulder, and then we just let ourselves hang, let go, let go, let go. You can absolutely take an extra breath or 2, as many as you like. When you're ready, inhale, center, and exhale to the other side. Okay, let's continue at our own pace. So inhaling center, exhaling over. And the great thing about practicing together online is we're all at home And we can do whatever we want. So take as many extra breaths as you want if you want to. Sometimes when you're in the hang, it might feel really good, like you're getting somewhere and you just want to hang a little longer. So if that's the case, let it happen. All right, let's finish the round we're on. And once you finish that round, come back to center, open up the feet. Horse stance, a nice bend in the legs. We'll do our propeller turns. We open up the arms, in, out, rotate from the waist. In, out, in, and continue. A few more on our own. Okay, we'll finish up. And once we come back to center, warm up the hands. Warm up the low back. Slide the hands up over the kidneys, bend the knees, and circle those hips. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. Other direction. Okay, back to center. Bring the feet all the way together. Let's do our knee rotations. So we'll start by just massaging the knees, sending our love and appreciation. And then when you're ready, rotate. So going as low as feels good for today. Other direction. Okay, shake it out. So we're doing a different sequence today. So if you find yourself missing the 8 health investment exercises, just go back to last week's video or one of the past ones and you can just do that section. It's just about 15 minutes. Okay, so we'll do something for grounding. So we'll use the inner edge of the hand and we'll just do a little chop, chop, chop. So the only reason to not do this is if you're pregnant, because it really brings the energy down. So feel the feet on the floor. And let's really ground ourselves a few more. You can kind of go side to side and find the spot that really likes this. Okay, now the other side. So same thing, inner edge of the hand, that tough muscle, and just chop, chop, chop. Rooting ourselves down so solid. Okay, now we'll just brush from the neck down the arm, one side and then the other. Okay, now the same idea, but working with the heart. So we'll just hover the hands. We won't actually touch the chest. We'll just hover. So from the heart, we'll go up over the lung channel and then just sweep down the palm. And we'll just do that side to side. So start at the heart, up over the shoulder, down the palm. And we can kind of pull the bottom arm back so that it's like a really easy movement. So this movement, as I said, it's good for the heart. And it's good for letting go of any tension around the heart, letting go of any heaviness around the heart. You breathe through it however you like. And if you want to add more movement, let yourself sway through it, feel free. And we'll just do a couple minutes. Just lightening any load around the heart. A few more. Okay, we'll close. Let's place the hands on the belly. Take a few long, deep breaths. Now we can either keep the hands on the belly or face the palms to the floor. Let's inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, imagine exhaling through the earth. And we'll do 5, maybe 10 rounds. Inhaling with the belly, exhaling through the earth. Imagine strong, deep roots. Relax, relax, relax the shoulders. Imagine the upward pull through the crown. Relax into it. If the body wants to sway or move, let it. Okay, a few more. Okay, we'll bring one hand to the side, the palm facing down. The other hand overhead, palm facing up. We inhale here, elbows bent, knees bent. We exhale, stretch through the arms, the legs, the spine. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Continue with your breath. Okay, let's switch arms. And same thing, inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch, touching heaven and earth. Continue at your own pace. Okay, gather in. And with an exhale, press down. All right, let's get the legs involved. So we'll have one foot forward, one foot back. We're doing our rowing movement, working with the kidneys. So we'll inhale, gather energy, fresh energy into the kidneys. We're leaning into our back leg. And we exhale, press forward. So I have a different visualization if you like. As we inhale, we can imagine a wave, an ocean wave moving in. And as we exhale, we can imagine it moving out. So it can even be like we're on the beach facing the ocean, inhaling the waves coming in, exhaling, moving out, if you like that. I also like the version where we just imagine we're in water, gathering that beautiful dark water into the kidneys, exhaling, pressing out, releasing, releasing. So whichever you like, do that. And if you want to add the feelings, we can inhale, take in a feeling of wisdom. Exhale, release any feelings of fear. So we'll just go at our own pace, in our own way. Relax into it. A few more. Okay, the next time we come forward, let's hold. Okay, drop the hand. So from here, we'll go into pyramid. So if you have blocks, you might like your blocks either side of the front leg. And your stance is probably a little short. I know mine is. So you can stay with a short stance or you can walk the back foot back a little. Hands on the hips. And if you don't have blocks, we can just use our own legs, so don't worry. Hands on the hips, open up through the chest. Take a breath or two. Nice inhale. And with the exhale, start to tilt from those hips. So you find the spot that feels good. We want the spine to be long. So you might be here like above parallel. Or if it works in your body, maybe two parallel. The hip of the front leg is moving back. The hip of the back leg is moving forward. We can have the hands on the leg or on the blocks. And if you happen to be very, very, very comfortable, you can keep going the belly towards the thigh. So we're thinking about opening up and refreshing the bladder meridian. So it starts in the corner of each eye, goes over the head, down along the spine, down the backs of the legs, or the outer legs more, and it ends in the little toe. So the bladder meridian very closely associated with the nervous system, and that makes sense because this pose is really good to calm the mind. So let's just take at least 5 more breaths, long and deep, and imagine breathing with the back. Last 2. Okay, bend the knee. We can move the blocks off to the side. Press into the feet, come up, and we'll just step forward. And just take a little moment, hands on the belly before the other side. Just feeling whatever we're feeling. Okay, other side. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. It can be a shorter stance. We inhale, gather fresh energy into the kidneys. Exhale, release, release, release. If you like, you can imagine standing on the beach, looking at the ocean. As we inhale, the wave is coming forward. As we exhale, the waves are moving back. Or if you can prefer, you can imagine being in water and just moving that water into the kidneys. And as we exhale, moving it out. Might like to add the feeling of wisdom, taking it in as we inhale. And as we exhale, releasing any feelings of fear. You can also be more general and inhale, just take in whatever you want. Exhale, release whatever you don't want. Okay, let's just go with our own breath. Okay, the next time we come forward, let's hold. Okay, drop the arms. Gather the blocks if you're using them. And if your stance is short, you might want to make it a little bigger, but you can also work with a short stance. So the hip of the front leg moves back, hip of the back leg moves forward. Hands on the hips. Inhale, open up through the chest. Take a breath or two. And with an exhale, start to tilt. So let's take our time and find what works for today. So maybe it's above parallel, somewhere here. Or if the body's up for it, maybe parallel. You can rest the hands on the leg or on the blocks. And if this position's really comfortable for you, you can invite the belly towards the thigh. So the important thing, breathing with the back. A few more. Okay, we can bend the front leg, blocks aside, and come up. Take a breath or two, hands on the belly. Okay, before we come down to the mat, let's just do a balancing pose. So we'll just play with a tree. So we can start by exploring the weight on the feet. Maybe moving forward and back, or side to side, or even circling. If you're circling, change direction. Okay, when you're ready, start to see which leg you want to stand on first. And pour your weight into that leg. Remember the upward pull through the crown. And lift up the other leg. So we could be at a low tree, like the toes on the floor. We could be a higher tree. Or you could even just work just with the leg lifted. As long as we're getting some balance, we're good. Also, if you want to be close to a wall or a table, something to hold on to, go ahead. Whatever you feel like with the arms, I like branch arms. We'll just take a few more breaths. Okay, bring the foot down. Shift the weight, take your time, and see what balancing you want to do on the other side. So maybe the knee lifted, maybe a tree pose, maybe just resting the toes on the floor, or doing a low tree, the ankle on the lower leg. Wherever we are, let's breathe. And come out of it when you're ready. Give ourselves a little shake. Okay, we'll come down to the mat. If you have a strap or something you can use as a strap, so like a belt or a scarf, a towel, whatever, grab it. If you don't have anything like that, don't worry about it. We can just use our hands. It's also a good time if you're not wearing socks, you might want to put your socks on or any extra clothing. If you need a drink of water. And also, if there's anything you need for relaxation, just get it close now so we don't have to get up again. We'll start seated. So let's begin with our usual twist. We'll do the version with the bottom leg extended. Top leg either on the inside of the bottom leg or the outside. And before we add the twist, let's just interlace around the knee. Proud open chest, so kind of expand the collarbones. And long, deep belly breaths. Okay, when you're ready, twist towards the bent leg. Back hand comes behind. And we keep the breath flowing and keep your bottom leg active. Two more. Come back to center, pick up the leg, give it a rock. Circle. Other direction. Foot comes inside the thigh. So if this leg is really lifted, just take one of your blocks or a pillow or something, put it under the leg. Okay, so if you have the strap, we'll loop it around the foot. If you don't have the strap, don't worry about it, just sit upright. So we'll start by taking the strap with the outside hand, so the same arm as the bent leg, and doing a little twist towards the other direction. Two more. Okay, come back to center. Take the strap either hand. Now think of the sternum, the breastbone being right over the leg. So we're still in like a slight twist. We'll inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, tilt. And we'll kind of do that breath by breath. So we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. Maybe we can walk the fingers up the strap, maybe not. Try to keep the spine long, and we'll take about 5 breaths. Again, let's think about breathing with the back. when you're ready, press down through the legs and come up. Okay, so we'll start the whole thing on the other side. So extend the other leg. The inside leg can be inside or outside. We interlace around the knee, proud open chest, long deep breaths, bottom leg engaged. When you're ready, twist towards the bent leg. Backhand comes behind. Keep the bottom leg engaged. With an inhale, come back to center. Pick up the top leg, give it a rock. Circle. Other direction. Okay, place the foot inside the thigh. And if you need to prop up that bent leg, go right ahead. Use a block or a pillow, whatever. If you have a strap, loop it around the foot. And if you don't have a strap, you just sit upright. Hands can be on the floor or the leg. Okay, so now we'll twist towards the long leg. So if you're using the strap, you hold on to it with your outside hand, same side as a bent leg. And then we bring the other arm back. If you don't have a strap, you just have your hand on the leg. Okay, let's breathe into our twist. Okay, back to center. Take the strap either hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt, as long as that feels good. If you have like any kind of like slip disc, herniated disc, or if you had one recently, you can avoid the forward part and just sit upright. Breath by breath. Couple more. Okay, press the legs into the floor. Come out of it when you're ready. All right, strap aside. Let's make our way down onto the back. Knees to chest, and just do a few double knee tucks. So inhale the knees away. Exhale to the chest. Okay, feet on the floor. So we'll do two versions of pelvic lifts. We don't have a ton of time, so we'll kind of do like the quicker version. So we'll exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, put the hips down. Exhale, bring the knees to the chest and bring the arms between the knees. And if it's okay, lift the head. Okay, so I missed this part. Arms up. Press into the feet. Lift the hips. Come down. Knees to chest. Arms between the knees. Squeeze. So we inhale, the feet on the floor. Exhale, lift. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, squeeze. And you can breathe through it any way you like. So we'll just do 2 or 3 more. So this is the basic thing. Lift, lower, knees to chest, arms between the knees, squeeze, 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 squeeze. 2 or 3 more. Last one. Okay, so once you're done with that one, put the arms wherever you want. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees hang out to the sides. So take a 2 or 3 breaths here. So this version of pelvic lifts is for sure way more awkward, but it's an interesting way to get into the low back. However, if your body doesn't like it, or if there's any pinching or like pain, then just do the regular pelvic lifts like we just did, and you can forget the knee stuff, just up and down. Okay, so we can have the arms maybe down alongside the body, might be more helpful. So we'll see if we can press the feet together, press the feet down, and lift the pelvis, keeping the knees out to the side, and come back down. So you can lift on the inhale or the exhale. See which one's more powerful? Probably the exhale. And feel the lift coming not only from the feet, but also the shoulders. So like push the shoulders down and see if you can like arch the whole back. Have fun with it. We'll do a few more. Last one. Okay. Come out of it, bring knees to chest. And let's go into any version of twists that you like. Okay, once you're happy with the twists, let's set up for relaxation. And of course, if there's anything else your body wants to do, take the time to do that. The relaxation, if it's comfortable having your legs extended, go right ahead. If the low back is a little sensitive, you can do this version. The feet are wide and the knees leaning one into the other. We can use the hands under the head to lift the head, tuck the chin in, and then bring the head back down. If the chin points up to the sky instead of tucking in, then you might need a blanket or a small pillow or something under the head. If it works for you, arms alongside the body, palms up. And as always, the most important adjustment is letting ourselves let go. Giving ourselves permission to relax. Let's gently start to wake the body mind. So we can invite movement once it feels good. Give ourselves a full body stretch. Once you're nice and stretched, knees to chest. And again, let's do a few double knee tucks. So inhale the knees away. Exhale to the chest, stretching the low back. Do a few. Next time knees come to chest, rock side to side. And all the way to one side. Take a couple breaths. With the strength of the arms, press up. Make our way to any comfortable seated position. So as always, you can definitely sit on your blocks or blankets or anything to make it more comfortable. Okay, we'll do some head turns before we close. So hand on the knee, hand on top of the hands. Inhale, head towards the hands. Exhale, look over the shoulder. Inhale towards the hands. Exhale over the shoulder. Go with our breath. A few more. Okay, come back to center. Take a breath or two. And let's go into the other side. Hand on the knee, hand on top of the hands. Inhale, head towards the hands. Exhale, look over the shoulder. So we'll go with our breath. Couple more. And come back to the center. Take another moment, just rest. If you like, we can bring the hands to the heart, one hand over the other. And if there's anything you'd like to silently say to yourself, or maybe you'd like to set an intention for the rest of your day, or maybe send out a prayer or a wish. If you like, we can close with a bow, acknowledging, honoring the light, love, and wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you've had a good practice, and I hope you have an amazing weekend. So I'll see you on Tuesday. It'll probably be a video class, but you'll get it in our weekly email. And then, of course, Thursday on Google Meet and Friday back here on YouTube. So thank you so very, very, very much. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you soon. Take care.